So we're on day 3 in Mexico starting today. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's the 30th, day before Halloween, I believe. It's been a bit of a blur. It's kind of like drive all day. Apparently in Mexico, 8 hours on a map is actually 11 or 12. You know, your 800 kilometers could easily be, or 900 kilometers could easily be anywhere from 8 hours to 12 hours. It just depends on traffic. Construction is the big one. We've only seen 1 or 2 major accidents and one major accident we heard of. It was also like a vehicle on fire, but we didn't see it. It was clear by the time we got through. But you'll see from some of the video that our guides were not afraid to go off-roading, which was great. We bypassed some standstill traffic. A little unnerving at times, but it was great. I will say that for our drive through the States, there's, you know, Canadian drivers I think could learn a lot from our neighbors to the south in terms of driving. Everybody drives in the right lane. Everybody is courteous enough to move over and let you pass in the left lane. Not to mention that their speed limits for most of our trip from Toronto all the way down to San Antonio, Texas, was between 70 and 80 miles an hour, which translates to, I believe, rough math was like 120 to 130, 135 kilometers an hour. And of course, everybody's flying doing, you know, like they do everywhere else, 10 miles above the limit. So you're easily looking at 140, 145 kilometers an hour. But no issues, no accidents. Everybody just moves over and lets you through. So if you're listening to this, Canadian drivers, keep right except to pass. That is the golden rule. Until, of course, you get to Texas. Then everybody drives on the highway there like they do on the 401 going through the greater Toronto area, which is just terrible. It's like you forgot how to drive. Not the aggression. That's no, like, you know, driving, I guess, semi-aggressively. That's nothing to do with that. It's more like just forgetting that there's a lineup of like 100 cars behind you in the fast lane, in the passing lane, when you're just kind of cruising around, sipping on your coffee and getting your thoughts collected, right? Move over. Other than that, the drive was incredibly quick. We made crazy time because I said, again, with the limits, but yeah, so that was the easy part. I did that myself, returned the vehicle in the airport at San Antonio. Had to do a quick wipe down because apparently we're not allowed to have dogs in there. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, it was pretty clean. Tonka's not a big sheddy dog or anything like that, so it was easy. And it beat driving our 10-year-old van. We used the 2023 van owned by Enterprise. And yeah, the drive was super smooth. So glad we hired a company to take us through Mexico. It's been a lot easier from a stress perspective, never mind not having to pay any bribes and what they call here morditas, which translates to a bite out of, literally a bite. So it's like a small bite out of your wallet, essentially, out of your budget. So we don't have to worry about tolls. We don't have to worry about, you know, language barrier. Being a target, with Ontario plates, at least we have a plate in the front and back like they do in Mexico. But for those of you in the States or other provinces maybe that don't have that front plate, makes you an easy target. We found out because the only 3 vehicles we've seen pulled over, 2 were really nice cars, and the other one of which was a foreign plate, and the 3rd vehicle was an older vehicle, maybe I don't know, like 2015 something, nothing flashy or anything, but it had Texas plates. So yeah, it's, you know, they're just targeting the gringo dollars. But yeah, otherwise we've had an uneventful trip, which is, to say the least, exactly what you want. Yeah, so that's it. We're on day 3. So next video is going to have a little bit of an update about pet, bringing our pet through Mexico so far. Everywhere's been good, but yeah, I'll let that one speak for itself. Ciao, guys.